Live. Let me put my recording sign on the door real quick. This is a live video for me. Got my recording sign. I gotta put it on my door real quick. So on the other side. That way other people know that I'm recording. So hold on one second. And if you want to know what that sound in the background is, it's the fan. I got a fan in here going. So I wanted to show you all some Limp Bizkit and some presets that I've been working on with Boss GT1. This thing can sound like anybody, so keep that in mind. Let me turn my JBL on, and we'll be ready to go. Been learning a little bit about limiters lately. I'll have to test it outside, do another live video sometime soon. See how loud I can get it before it starts distorting. And adjust the limiter to approximately where it needs to be. But until then, we're rocking in the bedroom. So, okay, it's on. There it is. The power and the glory. I got that thing too. Sometimes I use it as well. Like at the same time, which is pretty cool. Like I got that going and I got that going. Which it's drawing quite a lot of power. It's drawing probably 500 watts of power max, but it's a lot of power. More power. So this is the live preset for West Borland, as close as I could get. You have to realize that with stuff like that, you can only get so close. So trying to be perfect is not going to be great for you. So here we go. This is going to be my way. Limp Bizkit. You want some biscuit? Here's some. Tune up real quick. Hold on one second, I gotta tune my strings here. Alright, let's do a redo real quick. My way, Limp Bizkit. Boss GT1. For the price of it, it's like a perfect effects unit. I don't know what that is, but NPC. What's NPC? I never even heard of that before. I've only been playing guitar for 10 years now. Oh. Still don't understand what you mean. Non-playable character. Oh. Yeah, it's a live video from Hard Rock Nation. You should click like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Help me out a little bit. Here we go. actually playing. This is my favorite part. I love this part. Single coil. I try to keep these videos around 15-30 minutes. That should be plenty of time. Here we go again. Back to the raunchy. Pinky out. Awesome. Yeah, it's my favorite song by them all time. I want to do another one by them, but before I do, I want to show you how I got it set up. So this is my Ibanez Geo. The strings are old, obviously, but Ibanez Geo, low note, low E string, doesn't want to stay in tune. This one, and this string right here doesn't want to stay in tune either. Sucks, especially when you use the whammy bar. I mean, for example, the song "Rollin'." Oh my goodness, this guitar is way out of tune. I wish I could use my King V, but unfortunately, it is not tuned appropriately, and I would have to do a bunch of tuning to it, and it's a Floyd Rose, and that would be painful, if you know what I'm saying. But Ibanez Geo, it's very versatile for Limp Bizkit. I wish it had a Floyd Rose on it, because guess what? It'd stay in tune. But let me show you how I got my Boss GT1 set. I'm using a JBL EM1 Mark II all-in-one column PA speaker. It looks like this. That's a Marshall, in case you're wondering. That's a Marshall MG100 HFX. Here's my amp settings. I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see it. These are my amp settings. I use that sometimes combined, believe it or not, with this and this. And if I ever had to go live to like a large gig or a large venue, I'd probably take both of those with. So this is my setup. I have something unique with the Boss GT1. It's called the Boss FS6 Dual Foot Switch. And I use it for going up and down on the presets. And then I use all the foot switches that are on the GT1 itself for actual effects. So here we go. This is what my setup right here. It's the Boss GT1 and the Boss Dual Foot Switch FS6 together. That's basically where the sound comes from. All it lies in from there is carefully tweaking the GT1 to get it to sound as close as possible. And to my ears, I got it as close as I could. So now we're gonna do some more Limp Bizkit. If y'all liking this video, thumbs up. I do this because I love it. Not for the money or nothing. I ain't got no money from it. Only got probably 60 subscribers. I ain't even looked at my subscribers list in about a week or two. So, I'm not really in it for the money. I'm in it to show y'all some of my cool stuff I do. So this right here, I think we're going to do... there's so many good songs by them. It's hard to choose. How about Break Stuff? Y'all like Break Stuff? Here's Break Stuff. Break Stuff. That was the isolated guitar track. That was really cool. Really cool. Alright. Another song by them. What are we gonna do? I want to do I'm Broke, but I don't know the song. So we're gonna do Maybe another song from the Chocolate Starfish. Uh. Nah, I think we're gonna do Significant Other. This is gonna be rearranged. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I am gonna play most of it because it's a very long, just guitar part, very Joe Schmo-ish kind of on the guitar because it's really just doing this. That's a very lot. There's a lot of that, so I'm just gonna kind of shorten the song a little bit, and you'll see what it sounds like. So. I'm playing the bass parts too, if y'all like bass guitars. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to try to do more Wes Borland stuff for y'all. It's one of my favorite artists, heavily inspired by him. That's why I always have usually kind of a drop-tuned guitar. This guitar is tuned down to drop C sharp standard, which is basically 1.5 steps down from standard tuning, which that guitar over here is in, which is my Kelly. Trust me, I get the chills too. Alright, so this is rearranged. Bass parts included. That's basically all they're doing. Now we're going to kick on the delay. We're going to do the part where they start entering into the milk area. And then here comes the distortion part. Oh yeah. Did we drown in the milk? I think we're dead. I love that song. Okay, now we're gonna do a different artist for you a little bit. This is gonna be some Vivian Campbell. If y'all guys know who that is, that's basically the guitarist for Dio, Whitesnake, and maybe a few other bands. I think he played for a few other bands. But this is gonna be some Dio. I did a Dio preset yesterday. I made it in record timing. Usually it takes me a while. No, I got this preset down. It's all about the EQ, man. I tell you, if you got EQ, you can get it right. So this is Vivian Campbell, and we're gonna do one of their most famous songs, "Rainbow in the Dark." These are all the songs from the Holy Diver album. So keep that in mind for reference if you want to view their songs and kind of compare mine to that or whatever. You might need a couple devices for reassurance. Like you got my live video going, and then you got the song going, and you can kind of tell the difference or whatever type deal. As close as I can get. Here we go. Best I could do with the solo. And here's an awesome song by them. Another awesome song. What'd y'all think about that? Like again. You know what I'm saying? Helps me out. I'm still kind of getting around to this GT1 new Switch deal. It's kind of hard to get used to when you've been just dealing with the GT1 for the longest time. So this is the Don't Talk to Strangers. One of my favorite songs. I ain't quite got the clean tone perfect, but that's kind of hard to master. But I got the overdrive sound. So this is the a little bit of the clean tone with the Boss GT1 and some wackadoodle management to get it to sound kind of cleanish. So here we go. I turned the power amp off with the wah pedal, so it's kind of weird, but I got that set to be that way. So this is Go Talk to Strangers. Tell me what y'all think at the end of this little snippet. Here we go. Here comes the distortion part. Right at the end, I gotta tune it. Okay. Awesome Billy and Campbell. How about Gypsy? Not bad, not bad. I have to say. Now, how about some Steve Clark? You don't know who Steve Clark is? This is the guitarist for Def Leppard. Here we go. We're gonna do some Def Leppard. This is gonna be another hit and run. So here we go. Oh, this is really cool when he does this. before we leave, I figured right before we leave, I figured I'd do some Harley music. Y'all guys ride a motorcycle. Here's some Harley music. It's gonna be some Heads Are Gonna Roll by Judas Priest. If y'all guys like Judas Priest, give me a holler. Do some more of it. This is the live version, so you hear a delay and reverb. Live, some Heads Are Gonna Roll. Check it out. They have an awesome performance, especially when it's loud, man. And just like the screeching vocals are just like raising your hairs up. So here we go. Love that guitar tone. Alright. Can't leave without some Randy Rhoads. Gotta have him. So this right here is gonna be some this is live. This is gonna be I Don't Know. So we go. Not bad. I'd like to say thank you all for watching this video. It took a lot of work to make it, and thank you all for putting some time into some of my efforts that I have. But anyway, I wanted to say goodbye for all the music people out there, because this is going to be the end of this live video. There's going to be another one coming up. I don't know when, probably next week. But till then, Justin out. Don't forget to check out my Facebook side, which is Justin Feltner. Search up Justin Ryan Feltner. Actually, Justin Feltner on Facebook. And you'll see a green guitar that looks like this on there, with this bed right there. And you'll be able to check out some of my Facebook stuff too. Till then, Justin out. Bye.